So this is going to be an interesting video. What's up guys, GeorgeTheCloud here. My name's Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. This video is sponsored by Brad Taggart. Thank you so much for your support. And it is, as I'm going to try to read it. What the heck? You know, what's the worst that could happen? Kepangku Kapang, Alip Ba Ta, collab, Sindy Purbawati, Sinden, and Fingerstyle, Sipt Adif Marhendra. I actually think that's actually not bad. I have reacted to Alip Ba Ta many times before. I don't know if you knew that, Brad, but yeah, I do recognize him. His Fingerstyle covers are amazing, and Sindy is new to me. So what is this here? I guess she's like a kind of like an opera singer. And this song, I believe it's going to be in the native Indonesian language, which I don't speak fluently, but you know, we're going to listen to it. Let's see if the internet is going to work today. So she's 33 years old. Albums, she's put out some albums. Symphony there. She looks like, yeah, kind of opera, symphonic singer. Man, I've checked out Alip Ba Ta a lot, actually, but I don't think I've ever seen him with a singer. Let me go back to my playlist, which I will put up at the end in case you guys want to check it out. Check out my other reactions to Alip Ba Ta, and it's been a while since I reacted to him. 8 months was the last time. Man, far too long. I don't think he has released anything since, because I usually stay up to date to whatever he comes out with. And yeah, not seeing anyone else, not seeing any other singer with him. So this is going to be a first. All right. And now let's try to translate this, because I want to know what we're dealing with here. What's the name of the song, you know? My Braids are Alip Ba Ta's mold collab. I don't know how accurate that is. Someone from Indonesia, please chime in the comments and let us know what this means. But for now, I will go ahead and play the video. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. Let's begin. Man, there's something about listening to a song in a different language that makes it so much more mysterious and whimsical. Fantastic, even. First things first, we hit the like. I subscribe to Sindy, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. So she is, in fact, I would say, an opera style singer, has a very high pitch, high tone in her voice, very controlled as well, right? She's kind of very calm about it, reserved, like very well like put together and organized. I don't think she's someone that's gonna be like out of nowhere doing some crazy runs or doing something like super unexpected. It's like it's conservative in a way because it's maybe music that goes back generations, hundreds, thousands of years, perhaps. And so, coming from a place that is, historic, I think people try to stick with it and maybe not change it up as much because that's the whole point of like preserving that genre. So to me, that's what it sounded like. And keep in mind, guys, I am nobody. I am not a musician. I'm not a composer. I don't speak the language. I don't know what I'm doing here. But yeah, my opinion is that whenever I close my eyes and I listen to the song, it makes me think of fairy tales, of stories from back in the day. I imagine luxurious places like a mansion, but like I said, a mansion from a different era, not with modern technology or anything like that, but very decorated in terms of like wallpapers, carpet, chandeliers, columns, glass, and I picture people like from that time period dressed, maybe not even like her, but like maybe like the Victorian era. Those very fluffy dresses and everything was sort of exaggerated. The man had like so many layers, coats and different colors, very elegant, high society. That's what I'm thinking. And I was reading a little bit of the lyrics. It's hard to read and and listen at the same time because you can only focus on one thing really. But the song was saying things about like the heart, the imagination, promise, stars, dreams, those kind of lyrics. So it is something that made me think of nighttime, like when I'm dreaming. This is where it all ties together, the whimsical, the fantastical. For the most part, that happens when you're asleep and you're dreaming and you're in a dark environment, right? At least for me, even when I'm like in the shower and I close my eyes and it's dark, and I start to get ideas. But that's besides the point. And Alip Ba Ta, what can I say? I mean, this guy is a master at fingerstyle guitar. I'm glad that he is blowing up, that he has gathered a huge following and people appreciate his music, even though I think he's still underrated. I mean, he's not like a household name, but maybe that ties in with his personality. He seems very humble, very reserved, like a no shenanigans type of guy, and somebody that kind of keeps to themselves, like super talented, and puts out videos for the internet. But overall, I don't picture him like doing like interviews or trying to go into like the mainstream music industry or something like that. He's just sort of in his niche. But I'm glad he's doing a collaboration with somebody like this because she also seems very successful and accomplished at singing and what she's doing. So to have him paired up, I feel like it's a big step for him. I wouldn't have pictured him doing this, and I hope he does more of this so he gets more exposure. And like I said, he seems to live maybe like a simple kind of humble lifestyle, but with more exposure, more views and stuff like that, he could make a living. I don't know if he already is making a living out of just the YouTube videos, but I want him to do well. And maybe also I want to check out more from Sindy, since she has a very interesting voice. We don't hear that very often on the channel, even though there's so much. Guys, you can't say there's no variety here on the channel. This is one of the most diverse reaction channels in the world, dare I say. So if you have more suggestions, comment down below, hit the like, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.